Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's Entertainment Buzz.
You guys, I got invited to a movie kind of premiere yesterday.
Yeah?
I got to see an early screening of this movie that's coming out later this week called The Idea of You. It's a movie with Anne Hathaway and Nicholas Galitzine.
This is the age gap movie?
This is the age gap movie. So Kristen Cavallari is very excited to see this, I'm sure. So the premise of this movie is it's this single mom who just got divorced from her husband because he cheated on her with a younger woman. And he has a lot of money because he's a big time lawyer. And so he ends up buying her, not the mom, the daughter, these backstage passes to see a One Direction type band at Coachella called August Moon. And of course, while she goes back there with her daughter, because she ends up taking her, she meets one of the singers in the band. His name is Hayes Campbell. He's not Southern, Hayes Campbell. He's very British. And they meet backstage, and he falls head over heels in love with this woman. And she's like, why are you falling in love with me? I'm literally 40, you're 24. But he's like, age doesn't matter. Let me fly you out of my private jet and let's have a little tryst on my European tour.
Yeah, when the dude has a private jet, that age gap becomes much small.
Much small.
Much small.
She's like, you're looking really 35 in this light. So
he's got 40-year-old money, but he's 24.
100%. He's got it's not even 40-year-old money. He's got just stupid FU money.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's because then he walks into her art gallery because she's an art dealer. He buys the whole art gallery. I mean, it is the Wattpad fantasy that everybody dreams of. And of course, the typical ups and downs happen where it's like, whoa, what will people say? Oh, no, people are saying things. We should break up. It was a little bit of that. But there was some realism to it as well. And Anne Hathaway is so good in this movie because everybody, and she had commented on this, everyone was like, why are you in this Amazon Prime straight to streaming film when you are an Oscar winner? This seems a little beneath you. But she just wanted to have a good time. She's like, I want to have fun and do these kinds of movies.
I also think the attitude about streaming has changed quite a bit.
I do too.
When you see new movies that are breaking now on Amazon Prime or Netflix with these huge celebrities now, that feels like a very old school mentality.
Well, yeah, and so obviously Anne Hathaway is going to be a pioneer for all of this because I think, again, it's an old school way of thinking, and Anne obviously is going to get ahead of it because she's Anne Hathaway. And Nicholas Galitzine is really, really good in this too. He's been in a bunch of stuff recently, so when I saw that he was in this, I was like, oh, they're going to crush it. And they really do carry this film because I think it would have been very easy for this to be a very cheesy feeling film if not for the incredible acting. They did such a good job making it feel so real. But I will say by the end of the movie, I did have to call myself out because one of the whole messages in this film is, why is it weird for a woman to date a younger man when it's so perfectly normal and grandfathered in for older men to date younger women?
Because we just assume dudes are creeps. And we have a different standard for women, honestly.
Yeah, and so they brought up some of those headlines during the scene where, everyone's talking about it. It was like, mommy issues, ? Why is this guy dating this older woman? And as hot as Anne Hathaway looked in this film and as much of a baddie as this character is, I did find my internal self having a knee-jerk reaction of going, why does this feel weird to me? Why is it weird for me to see Kristen Cavallari with a younger man? As much as internally I want to be like, yeah, you go, girl. Why is it weird for me to look at them and go, this does feel a little bit mommy issues-y?
So what'd you come up with?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about it.
But it's still
that circle ain't full yet.
Yeah.
I haven't come up with a solution yet or a reason as to why I was feeling that, but I will say that was in the back of my mind as I was watching it, and I don't know what mental path I need to go down to change that way of thinking, because I want to be a feminist and I want women to be able to date younger if they want to, but there were moments where I was like, this feels a little weird to me, and I don't know why. But Anne Hathaway has been having a really good time promoting this movie. She told The Hollywood Reporter that this film premiere felt a lot like the same feeling she had when she released The Princess Diaries for the first time.
I was in a film when I was 17 years old called The Princess Diaries. It came out when I was 18, and the premiere of the movie felt so much like the premiere for this one. Oh, God. don't cry again. Don't do it.
You're making me tear
Oh
up.
my gosh. And when I was 18 years old, it was my first premiere, so I just thought that was the way it works. And it can go so well, but that level of just instant audience love and embracing of it and feeling, I don't know, that audience satisfaction, you don't get that every single time. Sometimes movies are darker, sometimes movies are more challenging. This one is, we really made it for everyone, and to just feel everyone love it, I hadn't had that feeling quite in that same way since Princess Diaries. So, and now I'm 41 and I know how to appreciate it.
So, not Kate Middleton, sorry. Anne Hathaway's really at her next peak, I feel like. So this is the era of Anne Hathaway kicking butt.
Is this the movie where she had to audition and make out with like 12 dudes?
Yeah.
That she said she
Well,
hated?
she didn't have to make out with 12 dudes. She was commenting on the fact that she didn't have to make out with 12 dudes to find this incredible chemistry with her younger co-star. All right, Prince William is giving an update on Kate Middleton and their kids. It's coming up next on your next Entertainment Buzz on The Bert Show.
The Bert Show.